We are here. Actually time to give semi props, and I mean very semi, I mean very small, minute. Of course there is a new fake core, and I always check this stuff out, but I don't like to report it if it's not anything exciting or anything new, or well, not, it's definitely new, but you know, I wanted to talk about this really briefly. So without further ado, Skin Ricky Thinky Doo, let's get into it. All right, guys, let's just get straight to the point. It's hard enough to make these videos 8 minutes to make any type of money off of them, because there's really not much to talk about. But this is a decent thing for about 2, 4, 5, 6 reasons. I don't even know. I'm not counting. One, a core reverse for a Blooming Sunday character is amazing to see. Regardless of what's in here, just like when we saw them doing in the other more newer FC lines, this is good. Because it means that, hey, you know, these crappy black fake cores will actually be toned up and touched up a little bit. So I would have liked to have seen Gene here, obviously. Even if Gene would have got a very similar passage to the one we're about to discover or we'll talk about. I actually don't know who's faster, Corgi or Gene. I'm assuming Corgi is. And but yeah, it's still pretty good. I'm happy to see it. It makes me wonder, oh, if they touch up even Chatty, who I've already said is a pretty decent character, might even make her even more busted and dusted. But at the end of the day, we all know this isn't anything that's going to crazy shake up the game, but it is a hopeful, slightly cool, somewhat thing. And I'm just telling you guys right now, please do not use your ZEUZ on this. This is something that is nice for those that have, and will eventually get through other means that has nothing to do with your ZEUZ, unless you're summoning on something else and get him anyway. I usually don't like to give out suggestions, but let's just be honest, there is a black and white fake core, new fake core group that's coming into the game. That means there are going to be 2 golds attached to it. There's just no reason to summon for a black fake core. That is only going to help you in PvP, maybe. And I'm talking about heavy investment. Also, another reason why I wanted to make this video is to try to make you guys that play Exos only watch Exos, to check out some of the other videos that have been coming to the channel. Other videos that we've been doing are Legends of Runeterra, like League of Legends itself, and more importantly for you guys are trailers of other games that you guys that I'm personally interested in. If there is a game that you guys are interested in, please let me know. If it has a trailer, a gameplay trailer, a game that's coming up, a game that's currently out now that I should look at, things like that. I'm just looking for other games to play. I just, you know, sometimes I don't know. It's hard to gauge the interest of my community, because yes, we play gachas, but we also play other things. Like, there's no way that people just play Exos or just play mobile games. I know that it's free, and that's the appeal of it. It's on your phone, and you could play it, but there has to be more. You guys have to play more games. like these games are, like I've always said, I don't mean to be mean, but they're incomplete for a reason. They're meant to be continual state of update, and I think that that's why you see so much frustration from so many people. And I think that if you want to get out of that cycle, you have to play games that are actually have an ending to them. So if there's any game that you guys have been interested in, just leave a comment below and let me know, hey, well, you know, I think that game is interesting. Or if there's one that I covered that you guys are like, oh yeah, I hope you really play that. I was so happy to see that on Kenya Bridge Spirits, that you guys are really excited for that game as much as I am. So I definitely will be playing it, stuff like that. That's all it is. It's like feedback. Yes, feedback. Anyway, this is I know someone like, get to the thing, I only here for Exos, you piece of shit. Every time that I see Mark, I always think like, you know, it's a PvP oriented change. It's not gonna be anything in PvE. It does suck to see that. I want it to work in both ways. It's just really sad that they don't know how to balance or do difficulty. They don't know how to do anything like that. I know it is harder, and I know that a lot of devs, and especially, and I think that is why, if you guys have ever thought about this, I know I do, the reason why difficulty is so hard to make in or challenging content in an always upgrading game, a game that's always a games as a service, is because you always have to think about 2 people. You're thinking about the people that have nothing and the people that have everything. And it's so hard to balance a game around those 2 people, because one, you can't benefit one without screwing over the other. You make it good for the people that are playing early, and the people that are playing later, it's too easy for them. If you make it too easy, or you cater to the people that have everything, that make it very, very difficult that the newer people can't play. And we all know, and if you don't know, please get a clue, that most of the time, 9 times out of 10, the company is going to benefit the newer players. They always most likely will benefit them before they benefit hardcore everything people, because they feel like you're so attached to the game that they don't really need to give you any more of anything, because you've already tried to get everything, and some of you already have everything, so why cater to you? Let's cater to the people that are just playing the game and want to see fancy flashing lights and stuff like that. So the Requiem mark here is definitely a PvP thing, and it's definitely, as you can see, when enemies are damaged by self with the Requiem mark. So what's cool about this is that his move that you're even going to be triggering this, before I read the debuff aspect of it, right, is this. You're gonna pretty much lead off the fight, Requiem fire. It's going to put some nasty basties on them, and it's cool is because as soon as they're hit, they're gonna get Requiem, right, which is pretty cool. So if there's any other follow-up character that's going to come out there or something like that, you're gonna have to be mixed with this. That's the cool part about it. What I also like about it, if it works as intended or how I'm reading it, is that the burn aspect of it will keep putting it on after it's taken off, because for some reason they make the mark go away and then come back again. So when an enemy is afflicted with a status effect and they have Requiem mark, increases the defense of the target by 30% for 5 turns and removes the mark. So the odd, what you're trying to do here would be that you hit him or hit a character. It doesn't necessarily have to be that one, but that's the more opportune, because you hit everybody, and then if a status effect hits them. Now the only thing I could think of that makes the most logical sense would be like a provoke coming from the block passive. The block passive. Then boom, everyone gets triggered. The Requiem marks are all triggered. For 5 turns, they have less defense. There's a lot of stuff that they have in the game. For some reason, they're very fascinated with defense dropping. Emma, when she dies, everyone lowers their defense. When you hit her, it lowers the defense. Iris lowers the defense based off her max HP. A lot of defense lowering stuff. I just find it funny. I do find it funny here when I'm looking at this, that it's okay. It's just the fact that you have to follow up with a status effect. And I think that is just that's the part that makes it slightly weird. It makes it a little bit harder, and it does obviously combine with the most popular characters like Tantalo, that's in the meta. A lot of the times most people are running a block tank. Also, if you think of thrust tanks, they do obviously put they stun you, so that's another way to pop the mark. I think that's really about it, as far as like it being like a easy thing to do. People do have stuns, like if you're running Frankie has a stun on his S2. Other characters that do have like stuns, it's okay, but hey, it's something. And I'll say that this is a way better one, and I've criticized every single other core reverse so far that has been coming out as of late. They've been terrible, but this one actually has some type of functionality. Oh, I would like to try that, or I'm happy that I have Corgi because now I have this. There's at least some type of satisfaction seeing this, instead of the other ones that I can't even remember any of them. When you see a fake core, you're usually supposed to like immediately know, like, oh, that's what that character's doing. But some of the fake core reverses that they've been doing, the fake core still doesn't have a significant enough identity that you would even care. They have to make you want to invest, and I feel like, unfortunately, to make a person want to invest, you have to make it very strong. When you make something very strong, like FC Tantalo, like FC Talia, like FC Shell, like FC Iris, like when you make a character really strong, it's just like, oh baby, I gotta build that. And then you have your 5 slots, and then you're kind of battling on what the 5 slots are gonna be, and that's kind of where it's supposed to be. You're supposed to have very strong 5 slots that, like, and I always bring up Dreadnought because it's just is a wasted rest. So he has a very strong 5 slots, and in order to beat his very strong 5 slots, you have to have another set of very strong 5 slots, which is the Greenland or the Lanambre. And then you're gonna hope that eventually that Estos Republic will have a very strong 5 slots. And then from Fosti, which actually they do. I would say that they do. I think Estos Republic still doesn't have a really good identity as far as it. Like, they're decent. Janai and Shell are decent together, but like I feel like it still needs a little bit more work in order for Estos Republic. But right now, Brune, and if Fit is good, then maybe Vagabond, but then he still needs his other compadres to have FCs as well. And same issue with Brune. I found a way to extend this video to 8 minutes. I deserve a pat on the back. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys check out all the other stuff that's coming to the channel. There's just gonna be a plethora. You guys are gonna have a buffet of content. enjoy, get your plate, your fork and your spoon, and your knife if you're really dapper, or if you know, just grab stuff with your hands, you can do that too. And you know, just ingest and let me know what you guys like. Like, comment, subscribe, and just remember that every day at the Kashino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.